I'm not mashing. I'm closing a water bottle.
No, I mean like last episode.
Oh yeah, no, I was gaming. I was really good at Metroid. All right, so
Oh my God.
What were
was I
you
gonna
just
say?
talking about? Say the thing you were saying. I forgot it.
So the other day I made a tweet on the Twitter, and it was basically just about how love Wolfie, love his content, one of the best content creators on the website for VGC,
Yeah.
if not the best. He has too many followers.
He has
He
too many.
no, when I
followers.
say this, it's not his fault. But he literally has too many people watching his channel. And what I mean by
Pokemon's
that is
very niche, and he has a surprising amount of viewership.
yes. What I mean by that is the old biggest VGC channel, specifically VGC. For Pokemon YouTubers, he's up there, but it's, for Pokemon YouTubers, that's like, there are a lot of people with over 500,000, some people with 1 million. For competitive VGC, the jump between him, actually, I guess we'll start with this. For many years prior to Gen 8, the biggest VGC channel was Aaron Zhang, sitting at around 50 to 60,000 subscribers. Aaron Zhang, during Gen 8, because he was the biggest growing into it, has managed to grow to around 160,000 subscribers. So a significantly large audience. Very good.
Good for him.
Wolfe Glick passed him and then kept going.
Yeah.
He is at over 500,000 subscribers. He is at 680 something. So the jump between him and the next biggest English-speaking VGC YouTuber is over 500,000 subs.
That's actually
World champ
insane.
difference, baby.
And do you want to know what the jump between Aaron Zhang and the next biggest English-speaking VGC YouTuber is? Aaron Zhang's at 180. 150, because the next biggest one, I shit you not, is me.
Yo? Wait,
I'm
really?
As far, with Fevzi, not Fevzi, but is it Francisco Pardini, the Italian streamer? He has 68,000, but he doesn't stream in English. So as far as English-speaking content creators go, I'm literally number 3 right now. That's is crazy. How big the gap is. Because I'm a small channel compared to every other thing. But I'm somehow number 3. But the jump goes in the top 5, because I believe that says number 4 and James is number 5. So it goes 28.
Right. What?
28. Yeah, 28,000 for James, I believe. He might be 30 now. That says at 30,000.
That's just at 31. James is at like 26, I think.
Yeah, so 26,000.
I thought James was way bigger.
Yeah, 26,000, 31,000 for Thatsa, 33,000 for me, and then 180,000, and then 680,000.
Damn.
This is I don't think there's another community with that big of a gap between the top streamers and content creators. And the reason that's sort of created a little bit of an issue is that the Wolfie audience is bigger than the VGC audience, and the Wolfie audience includes all of the VGC audience. And I'm so happy he's bringing new players into the game, but the fact that he has more than 5 times Aaron's, or not more than 5 times, but almost 5 times the next biggest VGC YouTuber's viewership means that the majority of people watching VGC content creators by a large margin only get their info from one person.
Yeah.
So the issue comes up that Wolf is ubiquitous in every other content creator's comment section, and when someone finds another content creator, their opinions are identical to Wolf because that's the only content creator they're watching. Granted, they have their own, you can develop your own, but if you got introduced to a game by a specific content creator, whether it be Fortnite, PUBG, Pokemon, chess, you're going to be subject to their opinions first and foremost because they're effectively your teacher.
I really like
so
chess
basically,
being thrown in there.
It's now that there's a because the tweet that I put out yesterday was literally just like a really quick thing. I got a comment saying that Gigantamax is the best specifically because Wolf said it. The commenter said, I believe the comment was, it was a video that I made saying it was a short. It was on my Clips channel. Yeah. And it was basically me saying Dynamax is the worst competitive gimmick for this reason and this reason. It was just a quick little side tangent I went on in one of my streams. And then the reply to that was, actually, Dynamax is the most balanced and competitive. You should really check out Wolfe Glick's video.
Hey, if you haven't heard of my boy Wolf.
It's more the fact that he said actually.
Yeah.
It's like actually it's the most balanced because Wolfe Glick said so. So let me pull up the tweet that I made, because the tweet, if other people weren't experiencing it, shouldn't have blown up. And by the way, there's no hostility towards Wolf on this, because it's not his fault. He's just a dude, but he's the biggest dude. And he's been so successful in his grind that it's like he's surpassed everyone by such an amount that he has a monopoly, and it's literally not his fault. I can't say that enough. Like people, there's also a weird anti-Wolf crowd who's like, I hate Wolfe Glick because he's the biggest, and I'm like, all right, first of all, shut up. He's a great content creator.
He's fine.
He's my goat, bro. I'm a big Wolf head. No cap.
So here it is. Here it is. Me. I'm already getting comments about how Wolfie said Dynamax is the best gimmick, therefore it is the best gimmick. I know he's a top player and his opinion definitely matters, but I'm pretty sure that's far from the consensus on the matter, because let's be real. 3 out of 4 of us on this podcast do not like Dynamax that much.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm on the right side of history.
Among the top players that I speak to, most of them really don't like it. And among the common players, like everyone else, like mid-tier, low-tier, even they're split on it. Like a lot of them don't like it. And the ones who like it the most tend to have started this generation with VGC. And that's like where the discrepancy is. So basically the whole point of the tweet is it's still up in the air, but it's leaning towards everyone hates it.
Yeah.
It's leaning towards that direction. And that was a very quick tweet. Nothing, I wasn't mad. I was just like, I just got to put this up, like because I figured other people have dealt with it.
Yeah.
297 likes, and I think that half of that was within like 50 minutes of posting it.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so this is a big thing.
The tweet has left the target audience. Oh,
well, not even the tweet has left the target audience, is that people agreed.
Oh, yeah.
And then I followed it up with, I love Wolf's content. I think he's a great player and a great dude, but the viewers who take him as the ultimate authority on Pokemon can be really frustrating to deal with as a fellow content creator.
Yeah.
196 likes. So people also agreed with that. So a lot of people agree with Wolf great, Wolf content great, Wolf viewers. There are too many of them. So, and one person made a really good, diagnosis of the situation. He said, the Wolfe Glick viewership is so big that it somehow dilutes the VGC players.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure there are more people watching. Granted, obviously, are there more than 500,000 VGC players? Or is that like, do you think that's like more than how many there are?
I'd say
that's like globally?
Yeah, globally.
Globally, I think there's a bit more.
Yes.
It's maximum like 400,000.
So I mean, English speaking, no, absolutely not.
No shot. English speaking even comes close to half of that.
English speaking, it's got to be like 300,000 at most.
Yeah.
And then everywhere else combined, I think we hit like 500,000 just about. So it's effectively everyone who plays VGC, because if you play VGC, you know who Wolf is, right?
Yeah.
And then people who don't, people who are learning VGC and who got introduced, which is why a lot of people deal with the issue of most people just repeat Wolf's opinion. And even though it's a valid opinion, and, he's usually right on a lot of things, they don't really have like any secondary influence.
They don't really have any like reason for having that opinion other than Wolfe Glick said.
Yeah, my YouTuber said it was right.
They think they're reading a textbook, but what they're reading is an opinion pice.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also because he's the world champion, like he has a lot of pull because of that. So or he was the world champion. He hasn't won for like 8 years.
World champ difference, baby.
Funnily enough,
6 years.
People can be wrong from time to time.
Yeah, and that's the whole point of like my little tangent here is that Wolfe Glick good. He has too many viewers somehow, and there's nothing that we can do about it.
His opinion.
The only thing that we can do is prop up smaller content creators to equalize it, so that way the split isn't 500,000 or isn't 600,000, 100,000, 30,000, and then around 30,000 and then lower. We can get to a point, I believe, in Gen 9 where it's going to be like 1,000,000, 300,000. I'm shooting for 100,000. That's my Gen 9 goal. and then everyone around that area, because I'm at the just barely at the top of like the middle sized ones. I think that like we're gonna equalize around 50,000 Gen 9.
Yeah, that
I think
honestly,
if our middle sized content creators are 50,000 and our top end is like 100,000 to 200,000, and then we have like one guy at 1 million, is it still like flushing everyone out? Yeah, but it's probably more that they're watching the other Wolfe Glick content.
Yeah.
The not VGC stuff, you know?
So...
And that's why we need to... That's why we need
That's why you need to sub to Murkiri.
Why we need to sub to Murkiri is why you need to...
Real shit.
You need to eat the rich on August 6th.
Yeah, guys, this was actually...
on August 6th, we're going to...
Manifesto.
Hold on.
On August 6th, we're going to cause a revolution. We're going to take Wolfe Glick down.
Listen, I'm thinking about this. I've just been sitting here staring at my ceiling while you've been talking about this. And the first thing that comes to my mind, right, is that, like, is that a bad thing? Or is that a
him
new
having a lot
thing?
of viewers isn't a bad thing. It just causes an annoying thing.
The problem is not...
It's a byproduct. It's an annoying thing that's a byproduct of a very good thing.
Yeah, here's what I'm not saying. I'm not saying Wolfe having a big audience is bad. I'm not saying that they're not annoying, that they can be. Like, obviously, I get that. I get that part. What I'm thinking right now is different from those things. I think there's a like very clear reason as to why he's broken through to the outside of VGC players. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because he does non-VGC content.
Well, not just that, but it's a easier pipeline into Pokemon.
Yeah.
Somebody that doesn't know Pokemon as well can watch a Wolfe video and gain a greater understanding of Pokemon, even if it's just surface level shit. And I think
that's a good thing.
It's a very good thing. What I'm thinking is, if smaller creators want to get to that size, that's kind of the only option that they have, right? Is to appeal to a greater audience instead of... Because I think, honestly, who was it that I was talking to? It was somebody in here, maybe, the other day, where I was saying, like, VGC is capped. Like,
no,
everyone,
every
VGC...
since Gen 6.
Yeah, every VGC sweat is like... They've got their guy that they watch, and they watch just that guy. There's no incentive to like go out and get like new guy to watch. You know what I mean? Like, and they're gonna pop up. Obviously, different people are gonna come into the scene and be like more entertaining than others, or however you want to say that nicely. But like,
oh yeah, I think this was with me. You were talking to me about it. It was
yeah, because I don't think the answer is keep doing what we're doing. You know what I mean? I think Pokemon for the longest time has been so gatekept and so...
Yeah.
And this is unintentional, right? It's like, it's not like any of us here are saying like, yeah, death to casuals. We're not gonna let them watch our shit unless they're...
There's just so much stuff
they're
you
the
need
viewers.
to know.
They are the viewers.
And it's not just so much, it's too much shit to know, right? And I think you brought it up that it waters down VGC audience. I think that is an incredibly good thing. I think VGC players around the globe, especially content creator VGC players, need to, like... I don't know how to say it other than shut the hell up. Like, talk less about game, and you'll alienate less people. It can be incredibly intimidating. Like, because I know neither of you two creators in call want your videos to be intimidating to people. But I think the fact of the matter is that, like, if number one guy out here is making an effort to not be intimidating at all to a larger audience, I think that means that number one guy kind of figured out that doing stuff the way that everybody else does it does intimidate people. It does drive the numbers down.
You have to create a pipeline.
Yeah, Wolfe's pipeline is getting the casuals into it.
So here's okay. If you want to like visualize it, right? In terms of a pipeline, I agree. He opened he's the front of the pipe, right? He's the entrance. He opened that shit so massive. The hole is so fucking big, but then it tapers down really thin.
Yeah.
The pipe gets way too cramped and crowded for all of those people to come into. So
the problem is not that there's too many VGC fans. The problem is that the people they're watching is not evenly distributed.
Because it can't be. Because I don't think it can be. Because I don't think anybody else is making an effort. Yeah, I don't think anybody else is making an effort to like.
No, I think there are people who will enjoy the technical
Michael,
stuff.
I have to contradict you there. I think that the only reason I managed to pull ahead in front of my other contemporaries is because I made the lore videos.
Yeah, it's the little details that people want explained to them. They just don't know it off the bat. Once you explain it,
in the final year of a game, of a dead game, VGC, like Sword and Shield is pretty much a game dead in the water at this point. In the final year of a dead game, I managed to increase my overall audience by 30% by doing the lore videos, because I started to recognize that you need to create a pipeline into competitive content, because no one's going to click Raichu moveset guide for VGC 2022 and everyone's going to click here's how an event Pikachu won the world championships in 2016. And no one's going to click Thunderous VGC 2022 Showdown Live when they can click a history of nerfs in competitive Pokemon. That's a very easy thing.
Okay, we're on the same page then. I'm
doing that. You're working, Michael. We're literally working on it together. You're my thumbnail guy.
Wait a minute, you're right.
I'm literally sitting here and I'm like, what do you mean no one's doing it? We're doing it.
Okay, hold on. No one's doing it's a bad wording of that then, because you're right. Oh my god, I am doing that.
But the fact that there's one person,
I'm doing it. That's crazy.
Wait,
no, this is huge, because Wolfe is literally doing the same sort of shit. This is the freeze-eye method. This is literally the same shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this is literally, like, what it...
Pokemon players finally figured out how to open the gap between, like...
This is...
casuals of competitive Pokemon and hardcore competitive Pokemon.
I just remembered something.
It finally happened. That pipeline is finally open, and now there's too many people cramming into it.
Yeah.
How do you fix that? You have to appeal to that audience now. It might suck, because maybe that's not the content you want to make, but...
Yeah. Michael, tell them about the
Thunderous
thumbnail.
It's working, dude. The shit that I am working on for this dude right now is so fucking cool to me, because it's like, one, I'm getting better as an artist. I'm making art like pretty much freaking daily now at this point, so I'm benefiting. And now apparently the scene is benefiting, because these videos are getting like 15k views that you've not gotten before on shit like this, that explain like super niche shit. Like what was the Kangaskhan video about? I don't even know.
Kangaskhan qualified for Worlds in 2022.
Yeah.
Or Mega Kangaskhan qualified for Worlds in 2022. That was a fun one to make.
Dude, like the fact that is popping off is to me like, oh my god, I'm doing something right with this scene, right? This is what this scene needs.
The Thunderous thumbnail one that Michael and I are doing is a video that I've been working on for a whole year, but I had to take a pause on because quantum physics is hard.
True.
There's no quantum physics in the video. I was just doing that on the side. But it's a big ass video essay on risk and reward in competitive Pokemon, and that's literally gonna be the whole title: risk and reward in competitive Pokemon. And they're gonna see a timestamp that's like 35-40 minutes, and then on the thumbnail it's a Thunderous rolling dice at the camera.
And I'm dealing with perspective and shit. I'm dealing with like special fancy effects and stuff, and I'm like, I've never done this before, but like it's a two-folded win for me, right?
Yeah, I've assembled the Avengers of Pokemon. You, me, Professor Germs. we're gonna make the most fire content possible. It is a 3-man operation.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. I'm excited for that. I didn't know that was in the works.
And it's like, I can feel the effort now. And I love feeling the effort in the scene of like, oh shit, Wolfe did the thing that can open the floodgates for us. Let's do something with it. I love feeling that effort. That shit is so cool.
I posted it in general, but I got a comment. It's like, this popped up my recommended like my new video. Absolutely love it. And my sub. It's like, cool. I love seeing that, because this is like, it trickles down, and if I'm putting high quality like content out, even though I'm not too big,
you do good.
I get those views, and also this is a funny thing that's happening with YouTube recently. They've actually been recommending smaller viewed videos more recently.
Yes, I've noticed that.
It's so nice.
Like I think YouTube's like seriously helping out the small guys right now.
Yeah, which is huge for me, because I've been like, my videos that normally get like about like 100 to 200 views going up to 2K, which they had like my last video like has hit in like the past couple of days. That's huge. That's massive.
Dude, it's crazy for you. It's crazy for me. I'm not even making fucking videos, but I'm in a video with 2K, and I did the thumbnails for the ones that are hitting 15K. What? This is the Wolf effect. This is crazy as
You're
fuck.
the man living in the clock, making it all turn.
Yeah. I think the clog in the metaphorical tube is slowly going to trickle down, and I feel like with Scarlet and Violet, like, new Pokemon game is juice for new people who are wanting to get into it, and then they hear about VGC. They're like, oh, what's this? And now you have all of this content for them to look at. I think everyone's going to end up going to Wolf at first, but I feel like he's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. And that's
this has all been
the
reason I like hired Michael and Professor Germs to like form a team with me for content is literally in preparation for the day that Scarlet and Violet drops. Because what I want to be able to do, full transparency, I just started a new job. I'm working all the time. But one of the benefits of my job is we have unlimited PTO.
Oh.
Now, obviously, you can't abuse it.
Yeah.
But I haven't taken a day off. And what I'm going to do is when Scarlet and Violet come out, Thursday, Friday, not working. I'm going to request that day off.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to request all the way up until Wednesday. So it's going to be a mini vacation for me where all I do is make content at the beginning of a game. And then I'm going to go back to work and coast.
Dude, yeah.
That's a good plan.
I'm honestly the same kind of shit, right? Like, I'm on my hiatus from working, right? I'm working for 4 people within the niche at the moment, and it's like, dude, when Scarlet Violet drops, it's like, it's go time. It's I get to all the shit that I've been doing for people, I get to do it tenfold.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's gonna have an impact. It does have an impact right now. I'm doing something cool. That doesn't feel right.
Oh yeah, no, that's like the feeling all the time. It's like, whoa, I made a cool video, and I did, and people like
that.
I did that. I made that. That's the thing I do, and like that's like always the thing about also improving when like video editing as well. Like I make a cool edit, and it's like, oh, dude,
your edits are like the highlight of your videos. I love them so much.
Speaking of cool things that we made, we're about 20 minutes in.
Welcome to the Route 1 podcast.
Welcome to the Route 1 podcast. This was just very important.
Wait, hold on.
My God.
Yeah, my dad's here, by the way.
Live dad reaction.
Why are we yelling at Brady's dad?
He came in like during the conversation.
Yeah, this is the best way to transition to completely unrelated elements of the podcast. It's the first half of the podcast is talking about what we were talking about. Second half of the podcast is transitioned by
Dad.
Take it away.
Say hello. Hi.
Oh my God, hello.
Hi, Brady's dad.
None of us are from Australia. Can you do me a favor and just say petrol?
He can't hear you.
Why do we have a Brady dad cameo?
Marcus, Michael, and Ash. These two are from Illinois, and she is from California.
Oh.
That's the podcast thing that I tell you about every time we go to the pool.
Beautiful.
Brady, can you ask your dad to say what he says if he were about to say, I'm going to go to the gas station and get gas, but it's in Australian, so I expect him to say petrol.
Yeah. Say petrol.
Petrol.
There you go.
Ah! That's my favorite
Australian
word.
accent.
I don't
That's
need
my favorite
petrol
word.
because I'm on a horse.
Get some gas.
I gotta
a bottle of water.
Stop that! Stop that!
Just Brady speaking with an American accent.
It's so uncomfortable. It's so bad.
Yeah.
That's all he was doing the other night. He's like a bottle of water, and I'm like,
Brady, with your best American accent, can you just say, "I'm gonna do my taxes"?
Fuck, dude, you put me on the spot. I'm gonna do my taxes.
Oh my God.
The E.
Who is this? Who is this man? I don't know who this is.
Dude, it's such a... Alright, you know how the uncanny valleys for like faces that look a little bit off? Your voice enters the uncanny valley in that it's Brady, but it's definitely not.
Imposter.
He's an alternate.
Wait, okay, so hold on. What are we doing? Are you leaving because your dad's here, or are we doing the second part of the podcast?
No, he was about to leave. He had to take my older sibling to do driving lessons, but Yeah, welcome to our own podcast. Do what my dad said and subscribe.
Yeah, baby.
Bar.
The American accent is like leaking into me. Bar.
I don't sound like that.
Bar.
Oh, I totally do. Oh no.
I mean, Brady doesn't pronounce like the AR in my name. He says it like Makos. You know.
Yeah, like
can you say it correctly?
Marcos.
All right, now say it correctly like my parents name me. It's Marcos. Marquitos.
All right. So the point.
Growing up, my parents actually called me.
All right. Well, here's what we're doing today. Speaking of Pokemon content, we have some for you.
Do we?
Last episode we didn't talk about Pokemon much, and we wanted to do this last episode, but Michael was being a babysitter for a second, so.
Michael was scrungoing.
In the corner like a little
It's like the Smurfs. It's like the Smurfs, how they replace Smurf, but it's Scrungo. Michael was scrungoing his scrunging heart out, and he was the scrungiest Scrungo in Scrungleville.
Anyway,
I was at a party. What are we talking about? What?
You had at the party?
You had to go to a party, and then you had to go babysit on the Saturday.
Oh, right. The whole weekend was full. Right. Yeah. I'm like cool now, by the way. I forgot to talk about that.
Yeah. So now, this episode was dedicated to, Gen 8 finishing up. We've got Gen 9 on the horizon. We're in the off season. We're playing Series 13 or Spike Myth Cup, depending on which
I ran a poll on Twitter and on YouTube. It was 70-30 in favor of Spike Myth Cup with over like 2,000 votes.
That's funny as fuck. So
people hate Dynamax.
So either we're going to the bright castle that is Spike Myth Cup, or the haunted mansion that is Series 13.
Ooga booga.
I don't know why you said that. I felt I needed to say that. Anyway, my theory is that all the Dynamax and the Mythicals and the Restricteds went to Series 13, where all the other guys went to Spike Myth just to hang out, to chill. That's my headcanon. Anyway,
they literally split, except Incineroar has to like duck between parties.
Yeah, Incineroar's a hybrid. It's like for normies.
He's a fucking mule.
But normies
Incineroar's doing that classic 90s sitcom gag or plot line where it's like, I have to go to Series 13, but I promised Rillaboom I'd be at Spike Myth Cup. and then Gyarados is like, bro, you can do both. So he's just like, he's literally like, he'll fake out like the opposing Zacian and be like, oh man, I got some dirt in my hand. Let me just run to the bathroom. He like runs into the bathroom, jumps out a window, walks into the Spike Myth Cup match, and he's like, haha, and then he like U-turns on the opposing Rillaboom and goes right back to the
parting shot is just switching parties.
Dude,
when he's in the back, he's in the other format.
Every time you switch your Incineroar out, that's not your Incineroar. Yeah. That's another one running from match to match.
They're tagging in, and then at one point, then the conflict resolves because he promised Rillaboom he'd be at Spike Myth, and then at one point they both U-turn at the same time, and they turn while they're like sprinting back to Series 13.
Hey,
they look at each other. Oh shit!
You turn?
Is it? By the way, question: is it Spike Myth or Spike Mirth? I thought it was Spike Mirth.
Spike Myth.
It's no R.
I thought it was Muth. I thought it was Spike Muth.
There's no
Spike
R
Myth.
in it?
Spike Myth. There's no R in it. It's
I'm
Spike
stupid.
M-U-F-M-U-T-H. Yeah.
You
Spike
and
Muff.
me.
Spike Muff.
Me when I'm
just
Dude, I have a problem with adding letters.
On the way to them running to Series 13, they pass by an alley and you just faintly see Tapu Koko's rotting corpse.
Damn.
My boy Coco.
Wow.
He was homeless and has now died.
Wow.
Please,
That's
no,
really
he was not homeless.
That's
He wasn't
really
homeless.
funny.
Real quick, shout out to my boy Blood VGC for making fucking Tapu Koko work, and he brought it to Worlds and did pretty good from what I remember. Tapu Koko can be cool. He's just not good. He does his best.
Hey, Marcos. Let me draw a Coco at a bar, looking very depressed.
With a glass of whiskey.
Wait. Michael, I'm gonna write a video about power creep in Pokemon. And the thumbnail's just going to be Tapu Koko drinking his sorrows away in the bar.
Yeah, I got you.
Write that one down in our DMs.
And it's like he's at like a sports bar, and in the television, it's like a screenshot of Reggie Alecki doing stuff.
Yeah, wait, that's really good. It's like a back view. You're like looking over Tapu Koko's shoulder. The glow from the TV is lighting his face up, and you can see it faintly in his cup of beer. And he's looking up at Reggie Alecki, clicking Max Lightning for the third match in a row.
Hello, welcome to the Rat One podcast, where we talk about Tapu Koko's AAA meeting.
I love my job.
You can't spell Tapu Koko without AA. Actually, you can. There's only one.
There's only one A,
and it stands for alcoholic.
Anyway,
all
right, let's do the
What are we actually doing?
Okay, so series 8,
30 minutes
ending up. We've got Spikeman Cup. You've got Series 13, but I thought it'd be a cool idea that we look back on our past 3 years of agony and sorrow.
Yes.
And look at the teams that we enjoyed the most. The highlights, the silver lining to everything. I feel like we could, go through all of that, and we've got our lists and, memories of different teams, and that's something we could, share. And, yeah, that's pretty much it.
It's gonna be a long one. Probably.
We might go hour and some change on this one. Strap in.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Alright, so, Series 2, I got Subway at the front door, so I'm gonna meet real quick.
Okay, go get your
dude.
So, who's going first?
I'm gonna go first, because I'm just gonna assume that he's gonna put this image on the screen, and I put it in one of the channels. I don't know where I put it, but it's one of there.
I'm making a folder right now.
Yeah, I'll stall for time for you. So for me, right, there's a lot of Gothitelle in all of these teams. You can see that every official Pokemon tournament that existed that I went to, I brought a Gothitelle.
Hype.
So
Gothitelle.
All of the tournaments that I went to was either Series 2 pre-COVID, and then post it was this season with Milwaukee and Indiana. Milwaukee and Indiana, I bring Gothitelle and Yveldon. And pre-COVID it was Lucamir's Gothitelle Durant team.
Yeah.
And so
that's
the beginning point. That's the Gothitelle Durant. That's my start. And then the Gothitelle Yveldon is the ending point, right? Everything in between there, that's where my stories come from, because I've talked about the Gothitelle stuff on this podcast before in the past. But all of the weird shit in between, like the one that says the Moltres teams, one of them being a monocolor team, black and red.
Yeah, okay, that one was sick. I loved that one.
I lost a win-in into that. Oh, actually, with both of the Moltres teams, I lost win-ins on online tournaments. And with the Moltres, let's do the Dark Meat one. Let's do the monocolor one. That one I lost to, I believe it was Fiona, for a charity tournament for my win-in, the top cut. And I was like, damn, I did that well playing for some pretty good players with this meme team that was just what if you could have both of them, Yveltal and Moltres? Yeah. And then I did that.
Wait, we're supposed to stick with just Series 1, like base.
Yeah, we're doing a timeline, brother.
Oh, well, I'm telling you my timeline. Well, I'm being a renegade then, because my timeline is, boring if I start from the beginning. I'm just giving you the highlights of mine, because that's really what my list is. The Dark Meat, hilarious that I could even do well with that. The best, I think, story that can come of any of these teams is the one directly under it, the one that says UX9 tournament in a car.
Oh, yeah, so, that was crazy.
Yeah, first ever top cut of a tournament. Actually, no, I missed winning in. This was the same concept. I missed my winning in, but highest ranking player to compete across multiple states in the same tournament, that's me. I hold that record. I went from Illinois to South Carolina in that tournament.
Yep.
In a car. I played off my mobile hotspot, connected my Switch to my phone, and then I played.
How hot was your phone and your Switch running off of that shit?
My Switch was fine. My phone was dying on the other hand.
Oh no. I could just imagine being on fire.
Those are my teams. Outside of that, you got a rank 1 BDSP team on Showdown. Okay, that's kind of cool.
I'm so pissed at you, dude. I'm so pissed at you. You're ruining the format!
You can do the format. I'm telling you, my format sucks.
You can't just talk. You can't just not talk for the next half an hour.
Yeah, dude. I'm so pissed at you, bro.
Oh, are we gonna go around and then do each... Oh, shit.
You imbecile! I'm so mad at you.
Listen, dumbass, you had a Subway sandwich, okay? You left me unattended.
No, we go around, we discuss Series 2, how we felt about the format, what's our favorite team, any stories about the team, what you used it at. This is literally what we did, but we do it for every format, and we go around in a circle sort of thing. I'm so pissed at you, man.
Wait a minute. That's not at all what I thought we were doing.
That is exactly what we were doing!
Brady, what kind of sandwich do you have?
Yeah, what kind of sandwich you eating, bro?
It's got chicken in it. Like lettuce and tomato.
That's hype!
Wait, okay, so I only talked about 3 teams, so we can still do this correctly. Hold on now.
So Series 2.
Let's start with Series 2.
That was a good format. I liked it a lot.
It was actually
Did you guys like it?
Once I finally learned how to beat Rhyperior.
Okay.
What did you guys use in Series 2?
Who goes next?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
You ruined it, dude.
You can still do. What? This is still doable. Hold on, I didn't fuck it up that hard.
All right. Series 2. I used a cool G-Max Pikachu team. I love that team. It's very awesome. I do
remember that team.
I top cut an MSS with it.
Yes.
You also took it to Melbourne, right?
Yeah, but it was like an altered version that sucked. And I have like since like made a team that's like technically the optimal version of that team, but never got to take it to any regionals or anything because of COVID. But no, that team was Togekiss, Excadrill, Pikachu, Dracovish, Arcanine, and Whimsicott.
Oh, good old Vish. Good old Vishy, man.
That's like
I didn't like. I was not a Dracovish fan in Series 2.
He was a pain in the ass, but he was funny.
He's ugly and good is a terrible combo for me.
He's not ugly!
He's so ugly.
Look,
but also not good.
He's hype. He's literally adorable.
He's like goated in singles there.
You ever hear him in the anime go, ooh la 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 la? He's so stupid. I love him.
We were talking about this.
What about you, Ash?
Talked about this at the start of the last episode. Did you watch that, by the way?
Me?
Yeah. There.
Now I'm thinking about one of my friends like asking what Dracovish was, and they don't play Pokemon. Michael sent them a picture of Dracovish, and their reply was respectfully, he looks very special.
Yep, I told them that Dracovish is a freak of science, and I'm right.
You are, but that doesn't mean he's not hype.
He's a special little boy who can KO things with Vicious Rend.
Yes.
Ash, what were you using in Series 2?
So I had I don't
think I knew you yet.
My favorite team was like very basic. When the very first MSS I went for Series 2 or Series 1, I think actually, but they were the same thing. Was the best I've ever done at a local ever, where I went 5-2 and then bubbled out of cut and then cried about it. But I felt very confident with this team, and it was because I didn't at the time I didn't know how to fight Rhyperior, and then I figured out halfway through the tournament, and so I started winning.
How to fight Rhyperior, spit on it.
Yeah. That's the thing though. Okay, here's my team: Corviknight, okay, Whimsicott, Tyranitar, okay, Arcanine, Intimidate, Gastrodon, and I had Rotom-Wash. I don't think I had Rotom-Wash for that tournament, but I fucking loved this team AV T-Tar was my best friend, as was Corviknight.
Whoa. You were running AV back then? That's cool.
The superpower and Thunder Punch. He was so goofy.
Yo. That's fun.
My Excadrill was AV on this team as well.
Fuck yeah. But yeah, I miss Corviknight. I was running Corviknight with, I have the wrong team saved here, but I'm pretty sure I was running I was running Moringa Berry, the one that gives you a Spadef boost when you got hit. Body press, so Iron Head for Dynamaxing, and then Moringa Berry, so I would just become a brick wall, and it was so much fun. I miss Corviknight. That is my series too. Oh, and also I ran Inteleon for a while with Galar Mr. Mime. Who was actually fire, believe it or not. He is so fucking fast for no reason. And Screen Cleaner wasn't really that good at the time because Grimmerstyle didn't exist. But just being able to click...
You were ahead of your time.
Yeah, just being able to click Helping Hand and Fast Taunt was very good at the time because Indeedee was still a thing. You couldn't, like, taunt Hatterene because that was the main trick room setter. But having a fast taunt to stop Indeedee or Clefairy was a thing at that time, I believe. So... It was very useful. It was very fun. I liked Mr. Mime. That is mine. You go, Marcos. Or what do you want to say?
Are we doing Series 2 or Series 1 or just them together? Because they're pretty much the same thing.
They're kind of the same exact.
Yeah.
So I want you guys to guess which Pokemon I'm going to bring up right now.
Evil.
It's Thievul.
Yeah, baby!
Yeah, I got you.
All right.
I miss him.
My favorite team that I built in the first few formats of VGC 2020 Series 1-2 was a Thievul and Male Indeedee team.
Yes.
I have talked about Thievul many times and how I think it is one of the best designed Pokemon from a competitive standpoint, but you have to look at it with a very cautious eye and figure out what it's going to do. Has the ability Unburden, has many tools at its disposal as far as support moves go with Snarl, Foul Play, Howl, Fake Tears, Parting Shot, lots of different things. And the niche that Thievul finds itself in is that it has 70 HP and 92 special defense with 90 speed. That is a significant amount of special bulk that a lot of people underestimate.
Yeah.
With a Psychic Seed activated in max HP and Unburden, at the time you were outspeeding everything in the game. And you were even capable of living a Life Orb Charizard's max Wildfire in the sun.
Yeah.
If not outright wall it out by clicking Snarl, because there was a chance you got 3-shot.
I remember seeing that for the first time, and like my mind was blown. Like
yeah,
I love
it is a
like
fat
that.
Pokemon on the special side.
Wait.
But yeah, also it's the only way to click Fake Tears faster than anything else in Psychic Terrain. So a lot of people were telling me to use Liepard instead because it was faster, and I'm like, well, it's Prankster, so it doesn't work in Psychic Terrain. And also they're like, well, you can still use Unburden, and I'm like, it doesn't live the hits nearly as well, and it also doesn't get Howl.
Marcos, I just had a revelation.
What?
That's Incineroar 1.
Yes, this is Incineroar 1.
That is
Incineroar
0.5.
0.5, yeah, literally.
Incineroar, you've been making Incineroars for as long as this game has been alive. That's so awesome.
Yes, I've been dropping Incineroar since before Incineroar was in Sword and Shield. But yeah, the rest of the team was Indeedee Male with a Choice Scarf, Psychic, Mystical Fire, Hyper Voice, Magic Room. And Magic Room was basically in case I was facing off against something like a anything with like a berry, I would just turn off the berry and then hit it with like a max move. We had, and also Expanding Force wasn't a thing at this point, otherwise I would have ran it.
Oh yeah.
By the time Expanding Force came out, Indeedee was bad.
Yeah.
I had an Expert Belt Gyarados with Waterfall, Moxie, Bounce, Power Whip, Protect, and Thievul could Howl into the Gyarados, boosting its attack stat because that was a buff that happened to Howl this gen. And I was the first person to figure it out. And everyone was like, why are you running Howl? And I had to explain it every single day until people... Yeah, I was like, check this out. So you would Howl next to the Gyarados, and then you would max Airstream and KO something like a grass type. I forget what the popular grass type was around then. It was probably Gyarados. But you would KO something with max Airstream is the point. At +1, it does a ton of damage. And then you get a speed boost, and then you get a Moxie boost. So It's basically a Dragon Dance plus a Moxie boost. It is crazy damage output. Had an Arcanine. It was just a Wiki Berry, Safeguard, Will-O-Wisp, Heatwave, Protect. Do you remember when Safeguard Arcanine was a thing? That was cool. I had a Life Orb Duraludon because I have Fake Tears on my Thievul. I could have ran Assault Vest, but I thought Life Orb was the best at the moment. Thunderbolt, Flash Cannon, Draco Meteor, Protect. It was my answer for opposing Gyarados. And I had Focus Sash, Whimsicott with Tailwind, Moonblast, Energy Ball, and Protect because Whimsicott Duraludon was a better lead than Duraludon Thievul. And that was my favorite team ever.
Yeah. Real quick, I just want to take a moment to remember the Arcanines of the past, because man,
Dude,
that dog had so much tech and I loved it. I was going through my boxes the other day.
Love Arcanine.
I was going through my boxes the other day. I had an Arcanine named Dorime, which is, dates the thing right there, but it was choice banded.
Oh my god!
Flare Blitz,
something I have to note. Something I have to note about the Thievul team that I forgot about. I went undefeated at an MSS with it.
Yeah.
The first MSS of the season, or the second one actually. It was the second MSS of the season. Went undefeated with it. Got in the top cut. Got second place because it got hard countered by Choice Scarf Vanillux. Thank you, Trevor.
I remember that. This is the weirdest top cut ever. Shout out to Chicago for real.
Dude, Chicago
That's
always
certified
has the
Chicago
weirdest top
moment.
Cut. Dude, I got another tournament winning team up here.
So I didn't know Chicago was weird as shit on my first tournament because I top cut with a super standard Gothitelle Durant team, which at the time was, breaking through. It wasn't the standard yet, but it was like not a big team just yet. And then
Michael's no fun to team build with.
Listen, I like making fun teams, and that's why when we get to Series 6, I'm going to talk a lot. But, like, in Series 2, I didn't know how to fucking build. I still don't know how to build. I'm going to be completely honest. So, like, I took a team, and I was like, I like Milotic. I like Gothitelle.
Yeah, it just dawned on me. This is going to be a long video.
Yeah,
that's why I didn't think we'd go series by series.
Well, I mean, series by series, cutting out a few. Like, we don't even have to talk about Series 4. Series 4 is fucking weird.
We should talk about Series 3, though.
Yeah, that's, that said, just to top off the whole, Series 2 stuff, Murkiri, I fairly sure the best grass type was Roserade, or,
the best grass type was actually Gyarados, to be honest. Yeah, that wasn't just a joke, it was also just kind of true.
Dude, Power Whip on Gyarados is fucking insane.
Yeah. Series 1, it was Roserade until we figured out how to max and when to max, and then it became Rotom, actually. Rotom was
I was going to say, Rotom was also up there for a second.
I miss Rotom.
Because it was a Gyarados counter.
Sand was huge, and then people discovered that Charizard is insane in this format.
Oh yeah, because you had to set up manual Sunny Day, and Solar Power Charizard was banned.
Yeah, wow. So that's really
so
funny.
Hard G-Max.
You could you would run D-Max Charizard with set up Sunny Day or with Torkoal.
Yeah, I remember before we had it.
And then also we had remember the G-Max G-Max Charizard team that didn't have Sun on it? It had a Jellicent on it with Whimsicott.
Yes.
Tailwind
no,
shit.
the
oh my god, I love
Sunny
that
Day.
one.
What?
Did Cod have
Whimsicott had Sunny Day?
It had Sunny Day, but it wasn't Solar Power Zord because it couldn't be.
Yeah, but I was it did have Sun is the thing.
I remember that. I loved that team. I remember seeing Jellicent and being
that was
oh,
Aaron
so
Trailer.
cool.
It won Dallas.
Yeah.
My team was in direct response to that. Gothitelle plus Durant. It's help fake out the supporter and then max Rockfall, one hit KO all Charizards.
Gothant was such a lame combo.
It was so fun, dude.
Nah, because it lost to Thievul and Didi. You literally just snarl and then Mystical Fire. Bada boom, it's gone.
I never
no
played
fake
you.
out for you. I'm too fast.
I never played you. What was I gonna say though? Oh, you remember Indeedee Hatterene?
Yep.
I never ran that. I have
a thing.
never run Indeedee Hatterene.
I never
No,
ran
me neither, but
Do you wanna know why?
You remember it was a thing?
I thought it was terrible.
It always whooped my ass because I was bad.
Because lore video.
Lore video.
Parting shot into G-Max Hatterene.
Oh my god, yeah! That animation was
greatest
always
tech
so
ever.
goofy. I love that.
Speaking of G-Max Hatterene,
Write
Series
that down.
3. Series 3 is a thing, and my favorite team is actually a G-Max Hatterene team. And this is post Wolf finding out the copycat Max God strat.
Oh, Wolf didn't figure that out. A lot of it was
like
he used it at Collinsville.
Yeah,
That's what happened.
the Wobble Fett, I believe, was the first person to document it.
It was to document it, but like to make it like go up and actually be used.
Yeah,
Collinsville Regionals was the last tournament before Series 3 happened. And he brought it to Collinsville, so that
was the strongest Hatterene ever.
Yeah. So on this team,
he didn't have a hat, did he?
I've got a Hatterene, a Lipod, a Venusaur, a Torkoal, a Charizard, and a Conkeldurr.
Oh, I remember Conk.
Oh, Conkeldurr. I miss Conkeldurr. Oh my god.
That used to be so good.
Dude, Sun plus Conkeldurr is just like busted because you don't have to deal with sand. You just Mach Punch.
Sunkeldurr.
Yeah.
Me when I just punch shit, and then I've got a Hatterene, and I get a free Trick Room instantly, and you can't do anything about it. But you have to deal with the Torkoal and the Venusaur and the Charizard. And this Lipod has Thunder Wave and Fake Tears.
He's bumping up.
Series 3 was definitely the beginning of something demonic in nature.
Yeah.
Because that's when we got Venusaur.
Yeah, so this is Series 3.
And Lapras and Incineroar.
Yeah, Series 3 is when we got Lapras G-Max, when we got Incineroar, when we got Venusaur, when we got, we already have the game. We got Prem, pretty much all the guys that were in the game that could only come into the game like through Rookie Trent, like the Pokemon Home, was added to the game, and then we got all the G-Maxes. All the G-Maxes had been completed, and you could use all of them. That's why G-Max Hatterene is like just insane, because like you could do the Max God copycat strat to get Trick Room up instantly. Then you have Max Hatterene for the next 2 turns, and then you got like a Torkoal, and then like a Conkeldurr or something in the back.
Yeah.
Just like the Trick Room stuff. This team was insane. It just like absolutely fucked up. I had so much fun using it, but like this is like, I feel like I was sinning by using this team. I felt like I had gained a few sin points by doing this.
Sin points.
Just because it's like just so strong, and like, what do you do to stop a Lipod from going from copycat strats? Oh, you fake out. Okay, I'm just gonna click Trick Room with my Hatterene and fake out the guy who wouldn't fake out or something. You know.
We could skip past Series 4 too, right? Because all that really added was like Rillaboom, I think.
It was the hidden ability stuff.
Yeah, that one was actually so fake. That format did not exist because it was Series 3 that there were tournaments in. I think
it lasted
was like
for
Champions
like a
Cup
month.
and shit.
Yeah.
And then it lasted for like a month because Series 5 was Isle of Armor. That's when we get all those
I remember
guys.
That. I remember being like, damn,
so,
this
like,
is gonna be a very short thing.
Yeah. Just poor Series 4.
Conkeldurr is just like so awesome. I love that. It's the greatest. It's the greatest of all time. Iron Fist, Mach Punch, just fucking destroy.
Yes.
And then Urshifu came out.
Y'all want to know what I ran for the Isle of Armor, the very first tournament?
Else have a series?
Nah.
No.
What did you run in Isle of Armor? Ash is a good segue.
Oh, no. This shit was so stupid. My very first Isle of Armor team.
Wait, we skipped Series 3.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. What about Markers? If Markers have a Series
3? Oh yeah,
3?
Marcos. Yeah, never. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, you better be sorry. Because this team has some backstory to it. I built a team on stream, and I remember making a joke about a hamburger, so I named everything in the team after hamburger ingredients.
I was there for
Mustard, mayo, ketchup, lettuce, relish, tomato are Gigalith, Clefairy, Bronzong, Togekiss, Milotic, and Incineroar respectively.
Yes!
It's weakness policy, Sand Force, Gigalith.
Yes!
Because I found out that you start one-shotting Dusclops at +2 if the sand is up.
I remember this team. That was so crazy. I was there for that, and I felt like I was part of something special. It was such a wonderful
It was a
stream.
good team.
Yeah.
I used it for the remainder of the series, and I convinced Blunder to stop playing VGC. Thunder Blunder 777 was Blunder was streaming on Twitch, and I hop into the Twitch chat, and he's like learning VGC come through.
God.
because VGC was popping off at the time, so a lot of singles players were looking into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I hop into the chat and I go, I'm a VGC YouTuber with 15K subs. Accept my battle request. And he goes, okay, bet. And I win the game exclusively because I landed a blind hypnosis with Bronzong and then swept him with weakness policy Gigalith.
You're evil.
And and I said, GG, good gamers land that shit.
Wow.
And he hasn't streamed VGCs.
You are so toxic.
We could have had something, bro. What are you doing?
Holy
We
shit,
could have had
dude.
something.
The only one.
Like, we could have had something, and you did it with fucking hypnosis.
It's
dude.
fine. It's fine. He's doing a money match versus Joe UX9, and all I've been doing is feeding him anti-Joe UX9 tips.
Oh my god, I remember seeing those
I
tweets,
literally hopped into his DMs and I said, Blunder, I know exactly how this guy plays. I've played him so many times and my record's still positive versus him.
Mm.
And he goes, oh, for real? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to send you a couple of losses he's got. And he's like, all right, bet, thank you. I'm going to study these. I'm like, yep. And he's like, so you know this dude pretty well? I'm like, I know him pretty well. He got too drunk one time when he tried to outdrink me, and then I had to make him eggs.
I remember this. Beautiful story.
So I sent him a whole bunch of clips of how Joe UX9 lost some matches, so you can study them.
You're so evil. You're so evil.
Blunder, now
I'm chaotic
any
and neutral. I am doing this because it will provide us with the most entertaining match.
I guess fair enough.
And so that's the thing. And in all accounts, you would be a snake for ratting your boy out, for ratting Joe out to the guy. But in this one scenario, it's not the case because it's like, damn, Blunder wins this. This is big for VGC.
Yes.
Like,
No, I'm giving him Joe UX9 specific advice. Because in no universe, because it's a money match, right? It's a money match. In no universe should Blunder 777 PhD have to pay $1,000 to collab with Joe. It should be the other way around. I'm making sure all things in nature are correct.
This is a storing order.
And I'm also trying to teach Joe not to gamble.
Yeah. Stop gambling. It's bad for you.
That was around the time when everyone was seriously starting to get into it. I feel like if you weren't into VGC by series 3, 4,
You weren't gonna.
series 3 and 4, you weren't going to be for the rest of the series.
To be fair,
because
we
I
didn't
also
get a chance after that.
Yeah.
Because I also one COVID too, but I also think like I didn't even know you guys yet.
Oh, true, huh?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, you knew
When
me.
did we? I barely. I hadn't seen you at any tournament.
Yeah, like Marcos, when you made the burger,
I knew of you.
when Marcos made the burger team, I still wasn't like on talking terms with him. I just happened to be in his chat.
I always thought everyone was on talking terms with me all the time.
I
Yeah,
mean,
well,
I
I
think
mean,
talking.
like I knew of you. I just never had a place to talk to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was on talking terms with Marcus.
Brady's been on talking terms with Marcos since before Michael was born.
This is the day one. That's crazy.
I
did.
Real
shit.
And Marcus was a day one, dude. He was the one who started like telling me to put fucking gameplay footage in the thumbnails, dude. That was really funny.
Nah, real shit. Y'all did give birth to me, low key. That's impressive.
The route one
I got
lore.
birthing hips.
Yeah.
Marcos
Yes,
is
my
the child.
I got the birthing
Michael's
hips
the
to
son
give
of
us a
Brady and
Michael.
Marcos.
I was born in the They Will Never Ball Discord channel.
Oh, they will never ball. By the way, that team's on this.
Oh, let's go. Wait, what series was that?
That was Players Cup 2. Brady, we should
Okay.
probably split this into 2, like part 1, part 2, and then we pick it up next week.
We'll keep this to old VGC gen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we can
Older than
do
modern
restricted
series.
next week.
Because we did
Yeah.
spend a lot of time on the Wolfie has too many subs topic.
That was a good
Yeah.
topic, though.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
do you want to end with one more and do like
no,
Let's
series
do
got,
one
six
more,
like,
'cause we're already an hour in.
Yeah.
Let's
do
go.
one quick
Let's go
one.
up to until like Crown Tundra. Let's talk about Isle of Armor.
That's a lot of series.
No, let's just talk
to be
about Isle of
fair.
Armor. Just Isle of Armor.
Yeah,
The
Isle
first
of Armor.
Isle of Armor teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Ash, you go first. I know Brady should go first, but let's switch it up.
Well, okay. I'm sorry, Brady. Do you want to go first? Do you want to go first?
I'm not in
It's
charge
okay.
of this.
It's okay,
Are you
sport.
skipping ahead of Brady? Brady, go.
Wow.
you got
big
fucking,
dog.
you got crushed up. You got mixed.
Are you talking back to me, Brady? Ash, it's your turn.
Are you talking back to me? What the fuck?
I don't like You're a guest.
You're a guest on this podcast. You're a guest.
Bro, I would go right now if I had a Series 5 team to talk about.
You would go right now if you had permission. You do. Go ahead.
I have Series 6.
Okay. I guess it's my turn. Okay, so
oh my god.
No. Brady, just go.
I was really boring this format because I was happy with being boring because this is the format where Porygon Z got added to the format. Let's go! Woo!
Oh, it did.
Yeah!
Oh my god, it did.
Yeah!
I forgot. Porygon Z Clefairy was a thing prior to Series 6.
The sex music starts playing.
No, not that song.
So my favorite team of the format was a really boring team, featuring Talonflame, Porygon Z, Amoonguss, Rotom Wash, Indeedee, and Cinderace. I liked Hyper Offense in this format because I could lead like Amoonguss PZ or like Talonflame PZ, click Max Strike for the entire game and probably win. But yeah, no, this format is definitely for the Hyper Offense format because everyone was running PZ, everyone was running Urshifu, everyone was running in Cinderace or Indeedee.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Indeedee, and like because Indeedee got the expanding force shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. It was also funnily enough where my YouTube channel started popping off for the most part. I got a video to like 1K views, and it was a video with a fucking Cubfu in the thumbnail.
Yes.
Just because like it was day one, and I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna use a team," and people were using in-game teams.
I'm so annoyed about Cubfu because I want to get a living dex, but I have to freaking find it. I have to start the game over to get a Cubfu.
Yeah, trading for those mons are hard.
I did that. I've got one if you want it.
Shut up, I don't want yours, I want my own.
Okay, shit.
Ash, your turn.
Okay.
Oh my god!
You're being mean to Michael here. What the fuck is happening? You're always mean to Michael.
He ruins the format, dude.
I did deserve this.
Speaking of ruined formats, Series 6 was quite
Hey!
okay.
Why
Give me my turn.
Wait, now Ash gotta go. Hold on.
Hey. Okay, so I was the opposite of Brady. I was stupid. So before Isle of Wonder was even released, I'm pretty sure the decks leaked, or like the new Pokemon that were gonna be in it, like we knew all of them either through trailers or some other way. So I started putting together a team before like the format had been played for like more than a week. So let me read off this wonderful team here. So we've got Volcarona because I was hyped for Volcarona, Incineroar, the classic, Urshifu Rapid Strike because I thought that was the good one. It wasn't. It was at the time, but then later, Wicked Blow is just good. Togekiss, Excadrill, Weakness Policy Excadrill, by the way, because I was on crack or something. And the star of the team...
Weakness Policy Excadrill was actually standard for a little bit in like Series 2, Series 3.
Yeah, that's really why I had it. And the star of the team was my good boy Tangela. Not Tangrowth, Tangela. Because I found out that it gets Chlorophyll, and it is faster than Tangrowth, so I ran Eviolite Tangela with a Rage Powder, Sleep Powder, Protect, and Energy Ball for Gastrodon. And I would I would Rage Powder, set up a Quiver Dance with Volcarona, max the Volcarona to set up Sun, and then start spamming Sleep Powder. It wasn't good, but it was really fucking funny. That's
that is the most Ash team ever. I love that. That's so fucking funny.
The other team that I made that was actually... Oh, wait, what'd you say, Brady?
I said, fat guy better be called Terry.
He is not named Terry, no!
Terry the Tangela, dude.
I miss Terry the Tangela. He's so awesome.
Everybody misses Terry the Tangela.
But I never made that team in-game because it was like a week into the format and I was just fucking around. The team I did make in-game that I really loved was... Tyranitar and Sun at the same time, with Mandibuzz. I really fucking loved Mandibuzz. I had Thievul like hype with Mandibuzz. So I had Indeedee, Psychic Seed Mandibuzz with Foul Play, Tailwind, Taunt, and Roost. It just sat there and shut down Trick Room. It was so fun. I had T-Tar and Torkoal on the team too, so I could wiggle around Trick Room. G-Max Venusaur because he was awesome, and then a Togekiss, a Crit Kiss because Crit Kiss. Smile.
That's actually very, very similar to the team I ran in Series 5. I was originally going to say, like, oh, I don't remember my Series 5 team, but you just brought like all of it back to me. So thank you for that. It was a similar concept, right? Where you set sun for a chlorophyll guy. I was Sunsetter Cinderace with Venusaur.
Oh.
But then I also had the Tyranitar mode.
Yeah, the T-Tar mode went
For
crazy.
Trick Room.
Just one, being able to wiggle around in Trick Room, and two, being able to shut down opposing Sun teams. Like,
Yeah,
that was the
I
shit.
had Porygon as the Trick Room setter, Torkoal as the Trick Room sweeper, Tyranitar as the second Trick Room sweeper.
Mhm.
But with Torkoal, I could also do like Sun boosted Cinderace attack.
Yeah.
And then also Venusaur with Torkoal.
Mhm.
That shit was crazy. I think it was Indeedee last on that too.
Yeah, because that's when everyone
Yeah, it
realized,
was
oh
Indeedee.
shit, this is a good little guy. He's got a good little move.
Indeedee Cinderace was just fucking
Yeah.
good,
Oh.
dude. I loved
those were
that.
fun.
Indeedee Cinderace was like the Lele Muser of Series 5.
Mhm.
It's like, you can't fake me out, and I'm gonna max, and I'm gonna hit you with a big ass move, and I'm gonna
Helping hand boosted stab life orb move. Ooh,
Yeah.
But
crazy,
wait.
that was strong.
I
But
lied.
also, I'm going to imprison your Trick Room. Get fucked,
Yep,
idiot.
I do remember that. I lied. I'm sorry. I have one more Series 5 team that I just want to mention very, very quickly, because it is my best friend Type Null. When I got Type Null to work, I was so pumped. It was Type Null. Was it support Togekiss? It was support Togekiss. Arcanine, Gyarados, Rillaboom, and Rotom wash. Type Null was so funny because it with Eviolite is just fat. So I set up a sword stance with it, I maxed it, and then clicked max Iron Head. That is all I did with it, and it obliterated T-Tar, it obliterated what Rhyperior was left. It one-shot most things that didn't resist normal. I felt like a god, and I miss him. Type Null's awesome. That is all.
Yep.
He is my
Okay.
best friend.
What did you do in Series 5?
I wonder what he did in Series 5. I wonder what he...
I wonder.
I'm thinking
He
about
played
it.
me in Series
What
5.
was he
I
cooking?
remember he
So
played me
I
in
have a
Series
very
5.
famous Mamoswine. Let me tell you about my Mamoswine. It's called Chinese Mamoswine because of the intricate EV spread that I've given it. And I've painted it with this EV spread. It has 112 HP, 206 HP defense, it's 64 Spit F, and 100 speed with an adamant nature. It has Assault Vest, so it can tank every special hit. It has Icicle Crash, Earthquake, Rock Tomb, my favorite move of all time.
Nice.
What's very interesting about my Mamoswine is it has EVs in just about every single stat. Sorry, I was watching an MV video. So in Series 5 I used Thievul.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like the Mamoswine.
Yeah,
though.
man. It's almost like
do you not know his Chinese Mamoswine?
I've heard about the Mamoswine, but I don't know.
So let me tell you about his Chinese Mamoswine. He has a very famous Mamoswine. Okay. All right. So the Thievul team that I used, if you don't know, in Series 5, we got access to the Swords of Justice for some reason.
Oh yeah, beat up.
Oh,
Yeah.
No
beat
one
up
knows-
stuff.
To this day, we don't know why.
I forgot about
we
beat up
are
stuff.
literally still scratching our heads at why the hell we got those Pokemon when we did.
Yeah, it's.
I thought they were Crown Tundramons, but now that you say that, I'm like, oh yeah, they weren't.
Yeah,
they
we
weren't.
just got access to them for no reason. I remember that. Yeah.
You could transfer them in, but you couldn't catch them in game.
Until
Yeah.
you bought
Yeah.
the DLC.
So I used the exact same Indeedee Thievul combo, except the Indeedee now has expanding force
Yeah.
over Magic Room, and the Thievul now is carrying Foul Play, Fake Tears, Snarl, and Beat
I
Up.
remember that. Yeah, that was fire.
Yeah, so it's also got Cubbiberry, Amoonguss, Incineroar, Terrakion, and Rotom Wash. But the main deal is you would lead off Indeedee and Thievul. And if they let off with a dark type, Indeedee's pretty useless.
Mm-hmm.
And they would usually target the Indeedee with a dark move.
Yeah.
Terrakion has the ability Justified. So in response to the fact that you were definitely about to have to eat a dark move, you would hard switch in the Terrakion.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then
Justified
side
activates,
beat
and
up
then you get a boost
side
for
beat
dark
up to
type.
get +4,
Yeah.
and then they would dark move you, and then you'd get +5, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
you would sweep them with Dynamax Terrakion.
Yep.
That actually
I
makes
eventually switched this to I remade the team. I don't have it on my computer right now for some reason. It's probably on here, but I have so many teams. But I eventually reworked the team to qualify for Players Cup 3 or 2.
Two.
No, it was
probably
one.
2, right?
It was, which one was it?
It was
it was a Players Cup qualifier. It was Players Cup 3. Because I remember, Players Cup 3, I qualified by using a similar team, but I actually switched it to Cobalion because Cobalion got access to bounce.
Oh my god, yeah.
It was just a better
Why
Pokemon.
can he jump?
So it was Max Airstream. So yeah, that was my favorite Series 5 team. 2 of my teams have Thievul. One of them made Blunder quit Pokemon.
That's an accomplishment. Evil.
Pretty much.
Devious even.
This is like also mid-COVID, so it's like it's pretty mid.
Yeah.
Hey, anyway. But it does bring up the fact that this is when Players Cup started too.
Oh,
and
yeah.
That was like a new face for VGC.
I did like them. They're fun.
I'm a fan. I can't lie. I was enjoying the grind of like doing IC to qualify for a tournament. I liked that.
It was fun.
Because otherwise I was never playing an IC.
Yeah. Because there were no locals to go for, so it gave you that kind of like, I'm going to sit around and prep with my friends feeling just for an online tournament.
Yeah. Exactly. It felt like locals. Yes, that's the best way to say it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's...
Are we going to go over Series 6? Or
I was going to say, we might... Let's talk about
save
Series 6 and Players Cups in the next...
Gotcha, okay.
Yeah, we're an hour and 10 minutes into this recording.
Yeah, we could do like 3 hours right now if we really wanted to, but that would be insane, so let's not do
So you gotta tune in for the next episode, hit that bell, turn on notifications.
Subscribe to get us to 300 subs. We're really close to 300, and it's been 1 year since we've been doing this.
Oh,
too.
yeah!
Today is the fucking anniversary.
Yeah.
Guys, I have good news. For our 1 year anniversary, I'm gonna start promoting the podcast.
Yay! Let's
This
go!
is the 1 year anniversary. This will come out on September 6th, which is our anniversary. That's when the first episode came out.
Yeah, oh my god.
Yep.
It does not feel like a year. That's crazy.
It doesn't feel like a year, even remotely in the slightest, but I've been so happy this whole past year, and a lot of that is because of you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
I love you too, Scrungo.
I love all my podcast Scrungos and all my subscribers Scrungos and all my Patreon Scrungos. Take it away!
Yeah, true. Speaking of which.
Alright, Brady, do you have the Patreon up and ready for once?
Can we talk about Stack Attack? Have y'all seen that anime clip of Stack Attack with his cute little eyeball? He's so cute.
Yeah, it's very awesome.
I love
He's a baller.
But yeah, no, thank you all to the Patreon guys. I don't know what I was doing. Anyway, welcome to the Patreon hour of the day. Thank you to Culture Turdra. Wait, what the fuck? Culture Crazy Carlton, former Professor Jones Turdra, for subscribing to the Patreon as well as everybody else.
Thank you guys. We've been doing it for a year because of your support, so thank you so much.
Real shit, and keep an eye out on there. Brady doesn't know about this, Ash doesn't know about this, Marcos doesn't know about this, but I'm doing a thing on there.
Huh?
There's gonna be a thing on Patreon, and I'm not telling any of them.
What?
I mean, you have to tell me because I'm the one who uploads it to the thing.
You think I don't got the account password? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, but like the uploading the videos, so it isn't on like an unlisted like YouTube thing, so they can just give a link.
I have my ways. Okay, anyway, thank you, Patreons.
But yeah, thank you all for sticking around with us for a year. And yeah, I love everybody on this podcast.
Yes.
Ash, Michael, Marcus, you guys are awesome.
I love y'all too.
I'm glad I started this with you guys.
This has legit been some of the most fun I've had with Pokemon content ever. I mean, I don't make Pokemon content, but like being able to talk with it with you guys and getting other people's opinions and thoughts, just it's like serotonin interaction.
We need a gamer house.
Route 1 gamer house.
Route 1 gamer house.
Ooh. Ooh.
I'm eventually gonna be going over to the US. I was gonna go in January, but flights are fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
But like, we need to organize, time where we can all meet up. Do an IRL podcast.
You should just go to the place with the most podcast guests or podcast hosts on it.
Just go. We can both go to Chicago, Brady.
Yeah, we all go to Chicago.
Give it a year for it to get warm again, and then maybe.
No, please.
No.
I don't want to be warm. I don't want to be warm.
It was like 80 degrees today.
Marcos, it has been 100 all week here, and it will be 100 for another week.
But Michael said wait for it to get warm again. I'm like, this is warm for Chicago.
Wait, what?
Yeah, but by the time they get here, it'd get cold. We got like a month left, bro.
I want it to be cold, please.
I prefer it to be cold.
Cover me in ice, snow, please, rain,
okay,
water.
Okay.
It's so hot here.
Last time I did that with somebody in Chicago, they turned purple.
Oh,
so,
okay. Never mind. Maybe not. Just a little bit of snow.
Put my clothes on, bro. Anyway.
Yeah, you're right. I was walking around naked. Okay, anyway. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.